I'd had the verruca on my foot for approximately 3 to 4 months. It progressively got worse because the location of where it was starting to become painful. Tried a number of home treatments, didn't really have too much of an effect, and got to the point where I thought I needed to do something about it. The main concern was that it was starting to affect day-to-day walking. I noticed that I was changing the way of walking to compensate for the fact that verruca was there. It also started to affect my hobbies. I was at the time playing football in the evenings, playing for a local team, sort of middle-aged men getting together and trying to relive their youth. But it was affecting that. It got to the point where it was painful playing, and it was uncomfortable to kind of taking me away from what I wanted to do. During the discussions early on in the treatment, I was told that it would probably be a 3-week period before I'd see anything visually changing, which it was. It was almost to the day that's when I noticed something. But in terms of the pain decreasing, yes, within the week you could definitely tell. It was kind of nice to have a treatment that I hadn't kind of necessarily been involved with before. So it gave you confidence that, yeah, this was going to work. After the 3-week period, again, because it's painful and you're very aware of it, you tend to look at it more than you would do any other time. The first points to note were the change in colour. So it was the change in colour, just, I suppose because you're so concentrated on it all the time, just look at it and go, hey, that's something slightly different there. So it was definitely the change in colour. Then once you'd noticed that, it seemed to accelerate slightly. So it changed more rapidly, and then you kind of knew that it was starting to die off, as it were. It was after the second treatment I literally played football the next evening. I felt no reason not to. The treatment, like I said, I'd done things straight after treatment, been shopping, etc. Didn't think anything of it. So within 24 hours I was playing football again, so that was a good day. For those people that would be considering using this, I would say definitely use it. It has huge benefits. The benefits that for me were the fact that there was no residual effect in terms of not being able to use your foot. There was no burning or freezing sensation, so there was no pain in terms of those treatments. But it was also the recovery time. It's the fact that the next day you're free. So you're back in society and you're doing your day-to-day tasks. In terms of the five-a-side football now, at the time we were bottom of our league, and now we're still bottom of our league. So unfortunately the treatment hasn't improved my footballing skills, but it's nice just to be back there playing with the lads.